Good evening. Welcome to the Pearl Report. I'm Dinah Lynn. Tonight we show you the U.S. Navy as you've probably never seen it. Navy visits still include shopping, drinking in Wan Chai, but thousands of them come here, and some end up in places you probably never imagined. Producer Chris Lincoln followed some of them around.
There's no requirement for somebody to take their own personal liberty time and use that to serve others.
The fact that they keep coming back, often 8 years, really encourages us.
For our sailors, it's a life-transforming event.
This is something we don't get to do very often, is have a home-cooked meal.
I think we've done a really good job of de-glamorizing alcohol. In the Navy, it's not cool to go out and fall down drunk.
All right, we're getting ready to leave.
At sea for weeks, and free to roam Hong Kong for 3 days on a port visit.
All right, everybody get up, please.
U.S. Navy sailors have, for years, been getting to parts of Hong Kong perhaps not seen by other tourists.
We took it anyhow. We said thank you.
In Toon Moon, sailors from the USS Enterprise hear the Crossroads story.
Everything that Hong Kong gives away, people need.
About the Hong Kong charity that matches unwanted goods with people in faraway places who need them. Then it's on to work renovating Crossroads' third home in Hong Kong.
Well, they're knocking down a few walls, which is great for us because these buildings here were designed for people. People have legs, they walk up stairs and go through narrow doorways and operate in small rooms. Stock, however, they need ramps, we need to knock out walls and knock out doors to move it around effectively. So
We'll probably knock it out all the way up and down and then in here.
Why would sailors choose to go and swing a sledgehammer on a Saturday morning in Asia's World City?
We've both been to this port before, so, there's nothing we haven't seen. We thought we'd give you guys a day to abuse us.
Crossroads has been abusing the U.S. Navy for years.
Okay, coming up.
It was the Navy that moved the entire Crossroads operation in 2000 from the former British military hospital to warehouse space at the old Kai Tak airport.
it was a 3-day move. On Tuesday morning, we had 95,000 square feet of emptiness. On Thursday afternoon, the entire place was filled, and that was the U.S. Navy.
I mean, there's a lot of things you could do, go out and see town, but I mean, you do something to meet, it's helping other people, and, it kind of feels good.
Over a lunch the Navy brings for itself, the chaplain on the Enterprise told me community service is nothing new.
Even when we're back in the United States, where the ship is in home port, we have Adopt a School program, and sailors go out and help at schools, tutoring students, and or else are involved with building houses or repairing houses for poor and underprivileged folks.
I have been doing this when I was stationed in San Diego.
Yeah.
We've been volunteering every weekend.
Yeah.
And it's kind of used to it.
This is something we don't get to do very often, interact with people and work with our hands, on a day-to-day basis, depending on what our jobs are.
The Marines, or the guys who've been in submarines or whatever, they really express gratitude for the chance of a wholesome way to work out all that energy from being on board all of that time.
This reminds us of our honey to-do list at home.
Shipping unwanted Hong Kong goods around the world is the heart of what Crossroads does. This container is going to Uganda's largest city, Kampala, to a hospice for children who have AIDS.
Who are battling just to end their lives with a degree of peace and a degree of dignity. So those guys are going to load that container and we're very grateful for the muscle that'll make that happen.
Have you been around Hong Kong and seen much of Hong Kong at all?
Actually, the whole time I've been here, I've been volunteering.
This kind of volunteering, in Navy parlance, is known as COMREL, Community Relations. These events are coordinated through the U.S. Navy's Ship Support Office located at Fenwick Pier in Wan Chai.
Maybe in some other locations, community relations events would just be a collateral duty. But it's very important here in Hong Kong. And I think we do the best job in the Pacific on our COMRELs.
Julie Ong does the matching. She puts together sailors who want to work with Hong Kong organizations that can use whatever the Navy has to give. And on a ship, there are a lot of skills.
They would have electricians, maybe decorators.
Mechanics?
Yes, mechanics. All sorts, you know, different expertise on board.
Sometimes muscle or special skills are not what's needed.
They will join our training class, teach them to draw the picture, do some handicraft, and also go out to kick the basketball, football.
This Fu Hong Society Training Center is for moderate to severely mentally handicapped adults.
Yeah, just kind of go with it. Just break yourself into groups of 6, okay?
These are sailors from the USS Kitty Hawk. They're not staying at this center long, just a few hours. But both sides say there's a lot of meaning in simple contact.
I personally kind of like to emphasize these kinds of COMRELs because we do have that person-to-person human interaction. They'll carry this throughout their lives, and I know that because 15 years ago I did COMRELs like at orphanages in Thailand, and I still get people telling me that, hey, that opened a window of life for me that I hadn't heretofore even known existed.
There's no common spoken language.
They can communicate by gesture, body language. I find no difficulty for them to interact together.
Outside playing basketball, Navy sailors quickly figured out how to include the Fu Hong trainees. Some like to shoot, so they got the ball. Others were happy to pass it. Language didn't matter.
Use another method, you know. A lot of things work like that on the ship too. You know, you can't get it done this way, so you try going at a different angle until you get the job done.
Sailor Trenton Jordan says he wants to spend his time this way on shore leave for a simple reason.
You seen me out here, right? How much fun was I having? Yeah, I wanted to come out tomorrow, but I got duty tomorrow, so I'm going to be working tomorrow. But I'm going to still talk to my section leader, see if I can probably get off. Hopefully I get off.
Are you surprised the U.S. Navy wants to do this?
Yes.
Why are you surprised?
Because they are not the Hong Kong citizen. They are come very far away from USA. This is a very short time they stay in Hong Kong. Maybe they can enjoy their life here to go shopping or go to see the sea view, but they would like to use their time and come here to be a volunteer. We will copy the photo for them to keep for themselves. Usually they will smile and remember the happy memories.
Happy hour. Okay, it's all gravy. Okay, appreciate it.
The U.S. Navy does like to get out and do things in Hong Kong, shopping and sightseeing and, yes, drinking. And through the years, sailors have spent a lot of money here. More so lately. U.S. Navy visits to Hong Kong are well up.
In 2006, we had the largest number of U.S. Navy ships in Hong Kong since 1992.
The most recent Hong Kong Tourism Board figures don't include 2006, but spending by U.S. sailors has been going up. Just over $80 million in 2003, up to $100 million the next year. And for 2005, the U.S. Navy put an estimated $184 million into the Hong Kong economy. Then there's the money that sailors give to women soliciting donations in Wan Chai.
And they're pulling in thousands of Hong Kong dollars because the sailors are very generous.
More on the Philippine medical mission when we come back.